So I'm gonna do the Maraudon. You need these mushrooms. They're hard to get because one of the only zones that has it is in the hinterlands and in this little skull rock cave. But there's only like 3 nodes that come up every 15 minutes and it's hotly contested. There's also this area, Gtfo. It's crowded with elites and it's really hard to do with a weak ass shaman. So you can do a Maraudon starting on the orange side and just run all the way through, and you get between, I would say, 6 to 9. As you can see, there's quite a few outside of them. You can do this with any class. I would recommend a rogue or druid because you can stealth, and I would also recommend a mage or hunter, even a warrior, anything but a shaman. Make sure you have run speed. It would be helpful if you had like the trinket for boost like going fast, or the skull of impending doom aspect of the pact. In the previous run I did, it only took 13 minutes. That's slow. Most everything is grayed out. Like anything below 49, it's gonna be gray. So I'm gonna get experience from it. And the aggro range is pretty far. There's also mithril scattered around in this dungeon. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can do this with anything. You can do this with any class, any spec. There are 5 items that you can create with the Ghost Mushroom. There's Elixir of Demon Slaying, Elixir of Shadow Power, Ghost Eye, Invisibility Potion, and the Limited Invulnerability Potion, or the LIP. Elixir of Demon Slaying, great item for hunters on that quest from Molten Core to get that epic bow. Increases your attack power by 265 against demons and lasts 5 minutes. So that's kind of a short duration. Elixir of Shadow Power. This is a stapled requirement for any hardcore raider in Nax or AQ40, or maybe you're power leveling, who knows. It takes a level 40 to use it. The Elixir of Shadow Power lasts 30 minutes, which is decent. Ghost Eye, another, you can make the belt of the Archmage. The Ghost Weave belt, gloves, pants, and vest, all high MP5 and intellect stats on all those pieces. The Gloves of Spell Mastery require Ghost Die. It takes 10 Ghost Die, 2% crit, 10 int, 8 spirit. The True Faith vestments are also very nice. Like, I would say that I don't know if those are BIS until next, but if you can't get drops and stuff, or you don't have a high amount of time to invest in the game, this would probably be your best in slot. The Invisibility Potion, another fantastic item you can make with Ghost Mushroom, Sungrass, and a Crystal Vial. It gives you invisibility for 18 seconds, and it's a 10-minute cooldown, kind of an odd amount of a cooldown for a potion. Limited Invulnerability Potion. Let's say the Imbiber is immune to physical attacks for next 6 seconds and has a 2-minute cooldown. So that's the standard there for potions. It takes 2 Blind Weed and a Ghost Mushroom with a Crystal Vial. Another raid requirement, especially for any of those high DPS players. Other zones that you can get Ghost Mushrooms from are the hinterlands, as previously mentioned, outside of the Maraudon instance, and in Dire Maul East. Dire Maul East I wouldn't recommend unless you were a stealthing class like a druid or a rogue, because you have to get by a few pulls from the entrance. If you're doing jump runs with like a pocket healer or something, it might be worth doing if like one of you's a miner and one of you's a herbalist. Current prices for Ghost Mushrooms vary. I've seen them go as low like 60 silver. Right now on the Man Creek and other classic WoW Classics PvE cluster, they're going for about a gold each, and that's not a bad farm. This is where the tricky part comes. This is probably the only part that makes being a shaman okay, because you can't get through here without pulling these guys stealthed. So I'm gonna drop my Earthbind totem and get right by him. And I'm gonna try and note where any one in the corner. So I do have to come back pretty far. One up there. Sometimes there's one over here. Sure you turn right through here, because we're gonna reset them. Drop my Earthbind, drop my Syrian Totem. I usually check to see if there's any mushrooms right outside the instance. but we're at 11 minutes. I got 4. I'm gonna get 6 mushrooms, and that's gonna be in 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, which is twice as many as you would have got at Skull Rock. If you can get 6 every 15 minutes, and you can do it 5 times.
You're looking at about 6 times 5, so it's 30 per hour.
You reset it, do it again, and that's how you get ghost mushrooms. If you want ghost mushrooms, and you want to farm ghost mushrooms, this is it. Best way, hands down.